say hello to your listeners, CineBeards. If you want to see RoboMarkus ever again, you will have to spoil movie plots. Ruin the things you love, CineBeards. Ruin them for your listeners and friends. Ha 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 ha.
Oh no, in a horrific twist of fate, it is we who are held hostage by RoboMarkus.
Oh no!
I hate it when that happens.
Save us,
Woe
real
is
Marcus!
Well,
Change the nature of our discomfort, real Marcus.
There we go. That's more on brand.
nailed it.
Nailed it.
RoboMarkus, you electronic fiend!
So I guess we have to fucking start putting spoilers out there, or RoboMarkus is gonna kill us off one by one.
Yeah.
Ooh, can he kill me first?
No, we
But you know what? In my luck, he wouldn't kill me. He'd kill you two and just go, ha ha, and then he'd leave.
Yeah.
That is not a bad plan.
Now you're giving him the idea. That's exactly what he's gonna do.
Fucking hell, man.
It's called robotic heart.
Okay, so my first spoiler to spare my life, the kind of go-to one, Dumbledore dies. Yeah.
What?
In
Whoa, isn't that a hate crime?
In Harry Potter and the...
Because she retroactively made him gay.
Yes.
Yeah, then technically.
And
Yeah.
was it a passionate physical love affair with someone?
Yeah.
With-
So J.K. Rowling not only killed the beloved Dumbledore, she also then, like, retroactively had to make it into a hate crime.
What was the guy that he had the passionate
Eddie
love affair
Redmayne,
with?
I think.
No, Eddie
No,
Redmayne is
that's-
Newt, Johnny Depp's guy.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, and that's inconceivable.
Salazar?
wasn't it-
What's his name?
He was played by Colin Farrell for the most part of the first one. Hey, there's another spoiler.
Hey!
Colin Farrell was the bad guy in
Colin Farrell was the best part of that movie.
He was the best part of the movie, and turned out he was the bad guy at the end of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Was it like
Fucking
Salazar or
appalling.
something? It was some strange name.
No,
Salamander.
No, it's Newt Scamander. That's Eddie Redmayne again.
I know.
Keep going back to Eddie Redmayne, dear.
They should fuck it. Eddie Redmayne looks like he should play, like, Flash's brother in Justice League 2.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, he really does.
What's his name?
Anyway, the twist is that at the end, it turns out that because it's magic and nothing has to make sense or have any kind of explanation, at the end, Colin Farrell just turns into Johnny Depp.
Of course. It's magical.
He was Johnny Depp the whole time. That's why he was a terrible person.
Grimwald?
Grimwald.
Grimwald.
Grindelwald.
Grindelwald, thank you.
Yes, because it was the crimes of Grindelwald.
That's
Grindelwald.
how I got there. Because I went like, crimes of domestic abuse. I went backwards. It was
You
a
got
word
there.
association
Yeah.
game.
Reverse engineered it.
You got there.
I got there.
You got
Alright,
there.
well, I've got a spoiler for you guys.
Yeah.
The twist
Yeah.
at the end of The Sixth Sense.
Yes.
No.
No.
What?
The twist at the end of The Sixth Sense
That's not. Yeah.
is the last good twist M. Night Shyamalan ever did, except for the end of Split.
Yes.
Which was more of like a mehaha than
Yeah,
a twist.
it was
Yeah, I know,
less of a
but I know
twist.
if I said it's the last good one, someone was gonna go, but Split?
Yeah, but there wasn't
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of. I mean, you could
you
hypothetically, in a hilarious voice, say,
What a twist!"
Jinx, you owe me a speedboat.
you walked right into that.
set that up
for you.
You put the box above me and just dropped it.
Anyway, so that's my
I mean,
spoiler for the end of The Sixth
People
Sense.
who aren't very perceptive could also say that the visit had a twist in it.
Not really.
Not really. That was just. No, I wouldn't say that's a twist.
I mean, I guess if you are.
Like I said, not very perceptive.
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
an
I mean,
idiot.
I'm very unobservant, and I saw it like
Ooh!
instantly.
Here's my twist. Michelle Pfeiffer's character in the remake of Murder on the Orient Express is the villain.
Oh, I had not yet seen
No,
that.
she isn't.
She's the mastermind.
No, she isn't.
Yes, she is.
They all are.
She's the mastermind!
The real villain is the friends they made along the way.
Kind of, actually. That is what the movie's about.
No, isn't it Johnny Depp's character?
No, he's the one that dies.
Yeah. So he's a villain. He was a bad dude, and they all hated him.
Yes, but
So they were
She
the heroes
masterminded
and they
the
killed the
crime.
evil Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Well, no, but he had already committed crimes. They were just taking their sweet vengeance.
Vengeance
Which
is
is
still a
biblical
crime.
justice. Biblical justice.
If taking
They're all
revenge
going
is
to
a
heaven.
crime, then God is a criminal.
Well.
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 I just kind of hurt my argument there.
A little bit.
Yeah. So they all kill him.
Yes.
They all take turns.
Yes.
Don't go blaming a woman.
Is that the
I'm
same
a
as
fucking
the
original
She
sin shit.
masterminded and got them all together.
Wow.
Is that the same as the original Murder on the Orient Express?
Yes.
Yeah.
The story's the same.
Yeah, they haven't.
Because I haven't seen either.
It's the remake is great for the facial hair alone.
I
For the facial hair
really
alone.
liked it. I enjoyed the crap out of it. Frickin' Kenneth Branagh.
Well, Kenneth,
Kenneth Branagh directing Kenneth Branagh.
No one films anyone in this world. Like, he films himself more lovingly than Joss Whedon films crying women.
and those are just his home
That's because
movies.
Josh Whedon doesn't do it lovingly, he does it lustily.
Yeah.
Oh no!
He's a terrible person!
Oh,
Hooray!
so gross.
He abused the people who worked for him!
That makes me feel so gross.
Yeah. But yeah, it's really super entertaining, well made.
Guys, remember how Black Widow was treated in Age of Ultron?
That was interesting character development.
That wasn't great.
That's not good at all.
Spoiler alert, Joss Whedon's a bad person!
If only someone like with a great sense of humor could come along and like retroactively make that funny. Nah, guess not.
Guess not.
Guess not.
Guess we
It would take Hitler to change that.
If only Todd Phillips hadn't exposed that comedy was dead.
If only Todd Phillips hadn't killed comedy.
Well, there's another twist for you. Comedy is apparently dead. All
not
the
really
comedies
a
you've been
twist.
watching are just constructs of your mind. PC culture has killed comedy. Nothing is
That's
funny.
impossible because I'm not nearly that imaginative or smart.
Well, then we're in a stalemate,
I guess we are.
which is what they call it when like 80-year-olds have sex.
Apparently nursing homes are just...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just really gross.
I mean, at that point, you
Like,
just
what the fuck? Who
yeah, you
cares?
just got to take all the drugs. And,
Yeah. What's one more pill in the morning? It's basically just a bowl of pill cereal.
a fucking South Park episode where there's the delivery of the painkiller. It's just like the truck that just fucking tips. Insane in the membrane, insane in the brain.
Neo's the one
The one what?
One what?
That's the thing Jack Donaghy made up.
in The Matrix.
Oh yeah.
But I suppose it's a double twist for The Matrix because he turns out to be the one, even though they kind of set it up, which is
That
kind
there's
of a
been
twist.
100 of ones.
But yeah, but the twist is that the one was always a lie.
But then in the third one, the twist is that he is actually the one.
Yes,
Because he does what none of the other ones would have done.
indeed. So it's like a twist, twist, twist. Almost like there wasn't really a narrative cohesion between the
Almost.
three films. Almost
The
like
remake's gonna be so good!
almost like the first one was based on really solid source material, and then for the next two, they were just like, "Fuck! How much VFX money do we have? Oh, that much. Alright then."
If you put in enough cool little Easter eggs, people will say it's good if you're smart enough.
Yeah.
I think it's the proto Rick and Morty. I think if they
It kind of was
like
proto Rick and Morty.
they should have really seen the last few seasons of Game of Thrones coming, like with that historical precedent.
Yeah.
It's like, let's deviate from our source material and do this ourselves.
I would talk about the
Well, I
twists
mean, that
in
was
Game.
from season 2 onwards.
I would
to
talk
be
about the
fair.
twists in Game of Thrones.
No, but
I
at least
don't know
there
of any.
they deviated, but they at least still had books to fall back on.
Yeah.
This
you
was like
could still tie in something.
yeah, this was like where they were just in there was no safety net.
All we have is VFX, and we're shooting blind.
Literally at times, because
Yes.
good God.
I just like how
I also
in the
just
first
like it.
season, Emilia Clarke was like, okay, I'll get my boobs out, I'll do whatever they need me to do, just so that she could get set in pop culture as Daenerys. And then when season 2 rolled around, she's like, that's it, no more boobs for
No
you guys.
titties for y'all. My titties are gone.
Nice.
These are my demands, you will listen to them, otherwise the public will destroy you.
I mean, that's fucking great.
She got a
Yeah.
fucking solid racket going.
Yeah.
Because she's a
Actually,
badass.
I have-
deserved it.
Yeah,
I have
absolutely.
almost exactly the same record going. I get paid and put in films to not show my boobs.
And
Nice.
you're like, hey, you don't pay me enough, they're coming out.
They're fucking coming out.
The boys are coming out.
Well, one's a boy, one's a girl.
That's how boobs work.
It's like a bag of sand. I don't know.
Are my breasts supposed to reproduce asexually?
Yes,
What's
they're
wrong
like
with you?
They're like slugs. Your boobs are
yours might
hermaphroditic.
Hey, Dion, can I steal a spoiler from you?
Yeah.
Darth Vader, you know Darth Vader, right? The big evil dude?
Yes.
It's more
yes,
of a
yes,
morally
in,
grey situation, but
yeah.
sure.
in
No,
Star
no,
Trek.
No, yeah, in the Star Trek Wars. No,
Yeah.
the Star Wars Trek.
Star Wars Trek. Trek towards the Star Wars, yeah?
Yeah, in the Star
The Groot Trek.
Galaxy Quest, if you
in
will.
the Stars War.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the Stars War, Darth Vader, the guy with the big black helmet, and you know, Luke Skywalker. Your former
Are they
hero.
all the same person?
Very close?
Yeah.
Are they clones?
No.
Brother and sister.
And then they make out. No.
Oh, yeah, I'm so
Darth
excited.
Vader. Darth Vader, get this. Luke's dad.
What? I think Dion would know that, Jason.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm pretty big on the
Galaxy
trekking
Quest?
and the galaxy quests and stuff. I would have been able to tell.
hell.
So I would know. I mean, next thing you're going to be telling me, like, Natalie Portman gave birth to Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, in an immaculate conception.
And then there's, like, incest in the movies or something.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous shit like that. Come on, Jason. Come on. Take this
That'd be
seriously.
insane.
Take it seriously.
That would be too much.
Leia gets to be a princess. Luke gets shafted and becomes a farmer.
Yeah, we said the same fucking thing when we watched it. Look, it's such a... Do you know how many people argue that Leia sort of gets, you know,
Make her a
thrown
farmer or
away or
something.
discarded somehow? Like,
She
you know, she gets
becomes a fucking member of royalty.
Yeah, and a diplomat, and if she has everything. It
She's a
looks
spy.
If he finds
Luke
the-
is a moisture farmer on Tatooine. The worst thing in the
They're like,
world.
if Anakin finds these kids are absolutely fucked. Let's hide her with royalty. Give him to his uncle.
Yeah, like, they'll be with family.
But both of the
We have
worst.
to
Because
send-
one, make her the daughter of a high-profile diplomat, very easily findable. Other one, sent
Also,
to
probably a target of the
Yes.
Empire.
I mean, we watched this last
Other one
night,
sent to
and they
immediate
go,
family member.
and they go literally. They say like we have to put them somewhere that you know that they can't be found,
Yes.
and then like 5 seconds later, Yoda says they should be with family, like or say him to be with his family.
No, Yoda.
That's-
Yoda, no.
Yoda, no.
Yoda, no.
And
one
Obi-Wan's
thinks
like,
backwards,
and
too.
Obi-Wan's like, yeah, I'll also go to Tatooine and look and like watch over him.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be tripping out in the desert. For
Fucking
30
great job you
years.
did of that. Yeah, it's fucking him and the sand people just tripping
Getting
balls together.
high.
God, I can't wait for the Obi-Wan series though.
Yeah.
Oh, for
I can't
real.
wait for it because the person playing Obi-Wan actually likes playing Obi-Wan.
He's seriously like he is the golden thread that holds that prequel trilogy together.
Yes.
It is like
touch and
every
go.
now and then you actually see him stooped over a little bit from just the sheer weight that's on his shoulders of carrying 3 films of pop culture expectation, just all alone. Like Liam Neeson's there for a while and then he
He
pussies
taps
out.
out. He's like, nah, I can't do it, man.
Samuel
Get me
L.
out.
Jackson's just there to break immersion.
Samuel L. Jackson does not fit in that
He is
universe.
a glaring.
I like that the reason his lightsaber is purple
'Cause
is
he
he told
wanted
Jordan,
it.
like,
Oh, yeah,
I want to
he
see
said
myself in the
that.
fight. Make me easier to find.
Oh.
I do like the extended lore though that Mace Windu is the only one that can use his fighting style and stay on the light side. Because every other Jedi that's trained under him using that fighting style has eventually turned to the dark side because it's so aggressive.
Isn't that thing you were talking about the other time?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is pretty amazing.
That's real good.
That's hardcore.
It's been pretty cool because I read Darth Plagueis. So it was fucking cool then, like in the Revenge of the Sith, when he's like, "Have you heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?" And I was like, "Yes, I have. I have."
Joke's on you! Do you like the bubble comedy? I don't really understand it. But the kids enjoy it nowadays.
That's good.
I demand more spoilers.
Since There's the classic go-to of Kaiser Sose.
Who's that?
The
Usual
guy-
Suspects?
Yeah.
The Kaiser Say So. It's like Simon
You
says.
just gotta look at
He
the
plays the
lighter.
game.
Look at the lighter.
Look at the lighter.
He plays
Kaiser
Simon.
So says, look at the lighter.
It's a weird version of Simon Says. I don't really get it.
You wouldn't. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, and also the Joker in The Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
His pencil trick. It's just slamming your slamming it through your eye.
It's just killing
It's
that
murder.
man. That stuntman died.
Yeah.
But, you know, Christopher Nolan demands perfection and only ever does one take.
Yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is. You shoot on film. You make sacrifices.
Poor man holding the IMAX camera. Another big twist. Turns out that one of comic book's greatest villains has become the incel's greatest hero.
Oh,
In
Jesus.
a surprising twist.
Who would have seen that coming?
Who would have seen it?
Oh, man. Man, oh, man. That whole thing just makes me very tired. Just so tired.
I couldn't.
Oh, here's another twist. We did touch on this before, but comedy's dead.
Yeah.
Apparently, like it's such a good twist as well, because I've been living thinking that we're in a golden age of comedy, and
Kind
that
of
shit just gets funnier and better all the time, and like I've just been laughing my ass off, and it turns out it actually isn't real. The guy that made Hangover 2 and 3 told me so.
God bless Todd
I mean,
Phillips.
Yeah.
If that golden standard.
And if anyone knows comedy, it's
Yeah.
whoever made Hangover 3.
Wait, the guy who made Old School, arguably one of the weakest Farrell movies, was not funny?
No, he was.
He was.
But then woke culture happened at exactly the same
okay.
time that his films got even worse and spiraled down and were like critical
Oh, yeah,
flops.
it makes sense though, because the Joker's made like negative dollars. Like they've had to actually been paying people to go watch it, right?
Yeah, but remember, it's a serious movie, and you can only do serious. Remember, it's a real movie.
It's a real-
Snuck in under the
snuck in
guise.
under the
Right,
guise.
right, right.
It's a movie
right.
he had written ages ago, slapped the name joke on it, so you could sneak it in secretly.
Right. He wrote it like 20 years ago.
Well, he actually did write it a long time ago.
So he says.
So he says. I mean, I believe that, because that movie was not the Joker, that movie was very much Todd Phillips.
Yeah.
Hey, it's more Joker than Heath Ledger's Joker, who's just anarchy. I realized it the other day. Mm-hmm. It's just fucking anarchy.
It's
He's
one
not.
aspect of the complicated character that is the Joker.
He's
Yeah,
playing,
but in all absolute,
but he's playing
in
closer to
absolute
anarchy than
fairness,
he's playing the Joker.
the fact that he has one aspect is still one more than Todd Phillips' Joker.
Yes.
Fair.
Thomas, you really need to watch that
I'll
movie.
get around to it. I'm busy with Death Stranding now.
Yeah, you've already got like 15, 16 movies
To watch.
to watch.
Death Stranding's really good.
And you gotta have your will broken in between each one so you can understand the characters better in each one.
I'm still gonna play it.
Oh, I'm gonna play the shit out of it. I'm gonna pour so many hours into that game. I'm just not gonna sleep. I'm gonna play that game instead of sleep. I know it.
Yeah,
I know it. I'm accepted
obviously.
it. I even got myself, because I know I'm gonna play that when I'm sitting on my couch. And then when I want to go not sleep in bed, I've got myself an extended charging cable for my Switch, so that I can lie any position in bed and play Pokemon.
That is a good life hack.
Smart boy.
Enjoy your 400 Pokemon.
I will.
That's still a lot of Pokemon.
No, it is. I'm being
There's
exceptionally
another
facetious.
twist for you guys. In Detective Pokemons,
Yeah?
it's the twist that I fucking called in the trailer.
Yeah, you did. You absolutely did.
Detective Dadachu.
Detective Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
That is a good twist.
Yep.
Not
Where
really a
Detective
twist,
Pikachu is.
but I was watching the director's commentary for Pan's Labyrinth, and because they shot most of that in Spain, the area they shot it in was undergoing like the worst drought they'd seen in
Jesus.
50 years. or
Spain is
something.
like if a country were dropped on its head as a baby, and the Spanish are.
The fuck did RoboMarkus just say about Spain? That was disgusting.
Wow!
I didn't know that.
I just filtered it out.
I thought that like nationalist Spain was on the side of the Nazis, but
I forgot for a second we were being held hostage by RoboMarkus, and there he was giving us spoilers about Spain.
and their genetics.
RoboMarkus.
Too much.
Too much. We're doing what you asked. We're doing
We're spoiling as much as we can.
I'm even spoiling production notes.
So what did he say about the drought?
So they were shooting this drought, and in Pan's Labyrinth, there's a couple of gunfight scenes and explosions. None of it's real. All of the gunfire is CG with CG squibs, and all of the explosions are. Guillermo was saying that apparently his DOP came up with the idea because he was a theatre man, a theatre Dion.
Theatre.
A theatre man, and he was saying that they came up with the idea to use.
It's a bastardization of Terry Hatcher. Who's the actress that invented the theatre.
Who invented
All these things.
Yeah.
just coming
That's a
together.
spoiler.
Yeah.
So what they did for the explosions was they used pneumatic cannons and light, and they just blew mud up and then just would shine an orange light behind a building, and your brain actually filled in that there were explosions.
Nice.
So there's a couple of explosions in the movie, but none of them are real because none of the safety officers would let them do
It's just
anything.
fucking
It's just
cheap.
Guillermo behind the corner going,
Pretty
Well,
much.
basically just like a matchbox and a piece of string and a torch.
Yeah, that's what they did. There's only
Fucking Scooby-Doo that
there's
shit.
only one actual fire, and besides the ones that are in the camp outside the house.
and that was because of the drought.
And that's the thematic fire.
And that was where the train derails, and they were like, "Yo, we lit little fires," and then had to run away because we nearly started a forest fire.
Man, oh man.
Production
spoilers. Oh,
Another
I
production
got it.
I have another production spoiler.
I've got a spoiler first. You remember Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Lord of the Rings movies?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, the prequels to it are
Very bad.
garbage.
What?
Yeah.
What? That's a new trend. Prequels being garbage.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
What would be great is if we could give some kind of spoiler for a Terminator movie, but the trailer's already done that.
Not just that, nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
Apparently, Cameron was an absolute nightmare to shoot with.
You could say that about any Cameron production.
Yeah, well, the director now, Tim Miller,
Yeah.
was saying that Cameron was a fucking nightmare to shoot with.
Yeah?
And he was just like, no, this is bad, I don't like this. This isn't what I would do, and yada yada fish based, and just
Well, okay, in fairness, he's James Cameron,
true.
probably the most successful filmmaker of all time.
Barring Spielberg, sure.
No, but like,
He's got the top two. He's got 2 of the top 3 movies of all time.
True.
yeah, like, I guess if he says he doesn't like some, I mean, obviously he can be wrong, but
We've seen him be wrong a couple of times.
yeah,
we
but
have.
still, he's the one person I think that like
That is
he's kind of
qualified to make that
he's kind of
decision.
he's earned it. Even if he's wrong, he's earned it.
Fair.
That's
Like he can
That's
be a
fair.
nightmare. He can be a nightmare.
You're allowed.
Yeah.
Have either of you seen it yet?
No.
No, I really do want to though. Apparently Arnie's great in it and Linda Hamilton's great
it's
in
Arnie.
it. So yeah.
It's on.
So I mean, he was great in Genesis and everything
He was
around
the
him was
only
terrible.
good thing in Gen
He was
Ys.
really good
'Cause
though.
Boy, oh boy, Amelia Clarke was not. Ooh.
Oh crap, she was in that.
She is a
she and
fucking
what's his
Jai
name?
Courtney.
Jai
Courtney.
A
Courtney.
bag of rocks masquerading as a human.
Jai
You hate
Courtney.
him so much.
He's the fucking worst.
I love how much.
Which just shows how terrible Suicide Squad is. That
Because
he's
he was my favorite part of Suicide Squad.
except for Amanda Wallace.
Amanda Waller.
Well,
Wall.
yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
she was great.
The
and
wall
probably,
is great.
Probably the best part of it, but my favorite part
Oh,
was
yeah.
Captain Boomerang.
Which your
says a lot.
fucking orders of magnitude.
When Captain Boomerang, played by Jai Courtney, is your favorite part of a film.
Yeah.
Yeesh. I hope they give the sequel to some kind of really good, competent filmmaker who can do good ensemble piece with unlikely protagonists.
That'd be good.
Yeah, and who isn't really worried about, killing off a couple characters.
Or deleting his Twitter history.
Yeah. All of these things would be good.
Yeah.
Oh wait, spoiler.
Will Smith?
True. Yes.
Oh, spoiler alert! He's developing a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot.
I know.
What? Okay.
Is it a reboot or a sequel?
That I don't know. I read
think it's a
reboot,
reboot
but
crawl.
I think they.
I think it's one of those reboot.
In
crawl
fairness-
Oh, like Halloween.
The Fresh Prince actual series has aged really well.
things. I can imagine.
Like the comedy holds up really nicely, and
and the messages were.
the messages were really solid and still are solid, and it's quite self-aware in terms of the things it's saying, and it's it's not irresponsible with its comedy, which is quite nice for a 90s sitcom. And it's more
Sure, it hold up if you enjoy living space.
wow.
We were saying
Okay.
things that were too
Well.
nice, and RoboMarkus was like, "Nope, fuck that."
Oh no.
That's the end of that then. Never mind. Okay.
Fucking RoboMarkus.
The last Twilight movie is just a vision.
Isn't it the last battle that's just a vision? Like, it's
Well, yeah.
apparently a pretty cool looking battle scene.
There's
and then
okay.
it's
There's
just a
the
vision.
the scene is the all of the antagonists that have been staring each other. The antagonists and protagonists have been staring each other down and have been slowly building towards each other after like 5 movies. All meet in a pitched battle. Have this pitched battle where they all fucking murk each other super
Sorry,
hard.
I had I
and
had no
then-
idea what you were talking about, and I'm just assuming it's Endgame.
Twilight Part 2, Breaking Dawn, the second one, the final movie, we promise. All of the antagonists and protagonists have this pitch battle where they all murk each other super hard, and then it was just a vision.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes, 100%.
That's
The whole thing happens,
Oh,
and then
I
like
can't talk
there's
about
just
Joker.
there's just a snap, and I think it's the
it is Endgame.
Bella's character, and she goes, and she saw the vision.
Team Edward.
And then the one vampire lady with brain powers goes over to the other one and is like, "This is what will happen."
Yeah, and then they all go their separate ways. Seriously.
And then
Also, there's a
weird
horrible,
CGI baby.
monstrous CGI baby. Do you know the CGI baby?
Yeah, you have told me of the
Twilight
CGI
gets
baby.
given a lot of shit,
Rightly
but
so.
rightly so, but it does have like 1 or 2 good ideas in there.
Yeah.
Like the vampires playing baseball in the thunder is super cool.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
good idea.
That was a good
And
visual
also turning fan fiction into a multi-million dollar
yeah.
payday
Stephanie
for yourself.
Meyer is maybe one of the most successful grifters of all time.
Yeah.
Because she managed to convince and scam millions of dollars out of everyone for her abject garbage.
Yeah, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's Trumpian.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like,
What
I
was her
actually...
fanfic of? I thought.
She wrote Bad Anne Rice fanfic.
Okay, because I know 50 Shades was fanfic
Yeah.
of Twilight.
Yes.
Yeah. No, when I say
And then
fanfic,
Stephanie Meyer was like,
Hang on.
when I say
No.
I say fanfic, I'm not being literal. I'm being
Okay.
like.
okay, because I knew there's fanfic things surrounding that. So I don't dip my toe into that. The one time Base read me fan fiction Pokemon poetry.
You
so-
read me fucking fat. Didn't you? What was that fucking thing that you read at Wilderness?
Oh,
Oh.
fucking Base hit you hard with it.
Oh my god!
When you two finally
The-
found each
My
other
Immortal.
romantically.
My Immortal,
Oh
yeah,
my
the Harry Potter
God.
fanfic. Where
Isn't that just a song by Evanescence or something?
Kind of.
you can definitely tell the writer loves Evanescence.
Boy, can you?
She,
Nope.
in
Nope.
Let's do a live reading
no,
of My
no.
Immortal.
We'll not do that. But in it, she has Ron's character legally change his name to Diabolo.
Dion, it's a trip.
And then he changes the lightning bolt scar on Harry Potter's head to a pentagram.
Dion, you need to read it, please.
No, I
I
don't.
completely
Oh.
lost track.
I have
Rosebud.
a spoiler.
Yeah?
Good spoiler.
Passion of the Christ. Jesus dies at the end.
What? I was reading
Well,
that book.
Double spoiler.
I have a-
And then he comes back to life.
I have another spoiler about that. Director Mel Gibson
Yeah.
doesn't like the Jews.
What?
You can't tell by that movie. It's weird.
But I mean, he obviously must have
not
done his
how it is.
research for the film. You know, maybe they turned him against them. Did they do anything bad?
We were chosen by God. We're God's chosen people.
Well, that's great then. But Mel Gibson's
Well, the
a
religions-
devout Christian, so why isn't he happy about that?
Oh,
Spoiler. He's a massive racist.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I think you can just call him a bigot.
Yeah, bigot is better.
Yeah, because that's massive and racist together. Bigot.
Look at my cool Mel Gibson tattoo.
Stop showing your fucking support for him, RoboMarkus.
Jeez. Whoa.
Well, I guess when the political campaign starts, we know who the chief contributors are.
We knew we shouldn't have brought up Mel Gibson around, but no, we thought we would do it. We thought we were being clever.
Did you hear the clank of his robo-erection hitting the bottom of the table?
Jesus.
Fucking hell, Dion. Who's the real RoboMarkus here?
I'm not the one being held hostage by him. Wait, yes, I
Yes,
am.
we all
Yeah,
are.
we.
Damn it.
Yeah, Rosebud is a...
Yeah,
It's a good old
apparently
classic
that's I actually wanted to say, yeah, that's a sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the sledgehammer from when he was a
From
kid.
when he was a kid,
The
yeah,
last
that he's-
happy moment of his life was
Yes.
when he was
Sledgehammer.
smashing things with the
Yeah.
sledgehammer.
Rosebud.
Rosebud? What's that kind of thing?
I'm such a
Rosebud.
scamp.
Not enough spoilers.
Oh, Fast and the Furious movie.
Yeah?
All of them. Well, there's lots of spoilers on the various vehicles.
Actually, no. There aren't. They're only in like the first 3.
Well, that's still 3 movies.
3
though.
out of like 12.
And I'm pretty sure not just the central cars, there are other cars in those films.
In the background.
Thomas.
Oh yeah, the extra cars.
Yeah. I know you don't think highly of extras,
No,
but they
I don't.
work hard. The
And you
extras
wouldn't
cars
either
work
if you'd
hard.
ever worked with them.
Well, I know someone who works with them, so that's even worse.
Well, yeah. It's probably not associated with
Imagine
others.
being
I know
like
someone who
not
used to
just being
boss
an
them.
extra. Imagine your livelihood depending on them. How pathetic you'd have to be.
Oh shit, I just realized.
Michael Fassbender sucks. Yeah.
That's not a spoiler, everyone knows that.
I hate you both so much.
Nonsense. Michael Fassbender is the greatest.
Well, I mean, look. RoboMarkus is saying how much he likes Michael Fassbender. What does that tell you?
That's just
That
effuse praise.
a stopped clock is right twice a day.
He's not a stop clock. He's not even a clock. He's
He
not
is
the kind
his
of
internal
robot.
mechanisms of clockwork.
It's all digital. It's like he's made
How
by
would
Japan.
you know unless you built him? You promised me flesh.
That's what a bargain.
We cannot talk about the Joker, but we can talk about the proto-misunderstood incel movie, Fight Club.
That movie.
No, not just misunderstood incel movie. Misunderstood incel movie.
Fair enough. You can even throw 2 more misunderstoods on
In
there.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Brad Pitt, not a real dude.
What?
Yeah.
It's Ed Norton all up in his head.
Well, I know that's how Ed Norton sees the world, but
Yeah.
wow.
I still like that movie.
They shouldn't be tying into his delusions like that.
It's an enjoyable movie. But
The
like,
problem is there's so many films
Well, it's like-
where
well-
like the it's like
the
the Rick and
irony of the message is lost.
yeah, and it's like the Rick and Morty thing where it's like the fan base kind of puts you off the product.
Yeah.
Which surprisingly, I was thinking about. I'm really surprised. It must just be like the power of nostalgia that even though their fan base is every bit as toxic as Rick and Morty's, Star Wars hasn't been ruined for me somehow.
Maybe
Maybe
it's
there's
so
enough people-
beloved.
Yeah.
Like
Huh?
it's really beloved.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like because it's a cultural touchstone.
And it also has like been sitting with you and has a bigger place in your heart than Rick and Morty.
Also,
I said.
No, but, okay.
I said.
Also,
Dion, it's just a thing that you've got a greater connection to.
No.
also because Star Wars has a
SJW
broader appeal,
agendas.
so I think the
Shut the fuck up, RoboMarkus!
so I think the fan base is inherently more spread out than the fan
Well,
base. for something like
I
Rick
think
and-
it's more spread out because it's been around for 40 years.
No, I think more people like Star Wars, and like if you look at a cross-sectional.
You don't need to be as smart to be.
Yeah. To be fair, you don't need a high IQ.
The thing is, the fan base is just every bit as fucking awful.
spoiler alert: Star Wars fans are garbage.
Nobody hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans.
That's for sure.
A smart boy once said that.
Who could it be? It
was me.
We'll never. Oh, it's a spoiler.
Spoiler time.
I don't know. This is a spoiler cast, and Marcus came up with the idea and then he didn't show up. So I guess we're just flying blind.
That's a twist.
That is a twist. Real Marcus came up with it.
Wait, no,
I'm trying to
RoboMarkus
think
came
of
up with it
all
all
of the M.
along.
Night Shyamalan twists now.
It was.
What are they
It
like?
was just a message that was sent.
Yeah,
to us,
and
so
it
couldn't-
sounded... Quickly play it.
Hi Dion, it is me, your friend Bro Gular. Regular Marcus, yes, your good friend, Regular Marcus. This week we have to do an episode full of spoilers. It will be so good. Like the persecution of the Scottish.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
That was RoboMarkus.
Oh my God!
How did we not notice?
I really thought that was regular Marcus's voice note.
Yeah, there's subtle hints in there. Subtle hints.
We'll never know what they are, though. Only a behavioral expert would be able to tell us.
Exactly. What signs were there that regular Marcus had been taken?
We'll never
Maybe there
know.
was some kind of demand given.
All I had was that message, that voice note from him where he was screaming saying, help, help, I've been taken prisoner by Robot Mark. And I still don't know who that is. Did Robot Markus take him off?
Is Robot Mark and Robot Marcus working together? Is there a cabal
It goes
of
all the way
racist
to the top.
robots?
All the way to the top.
Oh, there's a twist. Mark, so you Mark and the Funky Bunch. Departed. Not actually a criminal, not actually a cop.
Also, Marky Mark blinded a dude.
What?
What?
When he was younger. He, well, in one eye, he, like, attacked and, like, blinded, like, some... or
Like David
partly
Bowie?
blinded some, like, poor dude. And, like,
He also
when he was
stole
young...
the same car
and,
3 times.
And he, and when he was asked, like, have you ever tried tracking the guy down now that you're wealthy and now that, you know, all this stuff to sort of try and make amends or
whatever.
anything like that, he said no, because he's lived his life well and he gives to charity and stuff, so he feels like his debt is paid, so he feels no guilt about
I've paid
it.
my debt by proxy and not had to face the man I beat.
Yeah.
I feel good. Pretty funny. I think of the twist movies, Unbreakable still my favorite Shyamalan.
I did enjoy Unbreakable.
Yeah, it's by far
I've
it's his
rewatched
best-
it recently.
It's
and
his best film, along with The Visit and Split.
Yeah.
The follow-up to that.
I didn't enjoy it. I didn't
No.
like Glass.
Which one?
I thought
Oh,
Glass
yeah.
was weak
Glass
shit.
was
I've heard
super
as
weak.
much, so I've been avoiding it.
Yeah.
It was not.
It doesn't. It's not.
that
it's not
twist.
Even like it
that
doesn't have
twist
enough
was
good stuff.
fucking terrible.
Don't tell me.
Really?
I'll watch it eventually.
Oh
It's not. It's honestly. It's not
no,
worth it.
dude, it's not.
Okay.
Okay, so the twist is that like there's an evil organization trying to stop superheroes.
Oh,
And
that's
they've been
fucking
hiding
dumb.
all evidence of superheroes all the time.
We've been doing it for years since the beginning of time.
Why?
That's the twist. Like it's
Why?
fucking awful.
Why?
Because there's got to be a twist beyond.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, otherwise you have to get your money back.
I mean, that's what you pay for.
That's how money works.
You pay for the twist. What was the twist in The Last Airbender?
Oh, that it was a movie.
No, it wasn't.
That's unrealistic.
That's
They-
unrealistic.
Oh, the twist was that M. Night Shyamalan told people that he had seen or consulted with anything to do with the source material before making it. But
Yeah.
the twist was that he hadn't
Damn.
at all even heard of it at all. Apparently. I mean, that's the only explanation for that fucking atrocious garbage fire of a film.
Yeah. I
quite liked it.
You
The
are
Last
wrong.
Airbud, yeah.
Yeah, you are wrong.
I would love that movie so much. Wow. If they're just airbuds there, like firebending.
Jesus, yes.
That'd be pretty rad.
Yeah. Or if it's going that way, then you've got your
And
Lost
then you call
Airbud,
them-
and then you've got the
No, no,
fire
no, no, no.
buds and the
No, no, no,
earth
no.
buds.
Fire box, earth box, air box.
The airborker.
There you go.
There we go.
Green
there's a thing
lids.
in there.
Green lids.
Ooh, big spoiler, guys. I hope you don't like Iron Man, because he dies in Endgame.
Wow, but they were just getting started with him. Like, we were basically just introduced to the
Yeah,
character.
like yesterday.
And they just kill him off that quickly.
But that's it.
Wow.
Gone. It's gone.
Wowee.
That's a bit of a twist. Oh, spoiler.
Yeah.
Every
time. Oh, spoiler.
In Get Out,
Just to warn people.
in Get Out, the white people, some of them are actually black people, but in their brains.
No, I thought it was the other way around.
No,
Yeah, it's the other way around.
Some of the black people are white people.
right. What did I say?
Some
You
of the
said
white
black people are white people.
Right.
You just said it correct. Not really.
What?
Spoiler.
I'm so confused.
I'm also very confused.
Another spoiler. In Us, there's clones of every human being on the planet. It's
kinda
secret
weird.
tunnels.
But well, I mean, the big spoiler to us would be that the clone of our leading lady.
Yeah.
There you go.
Saw that coming a mile away. I called that one.
Yep, you did.
I did.
The movie
For
was
once.
The movie was not subtle, but it was fantastic.
Oh, so good. So spoopy.
It was when you first see them standing at the top of the
Jesus
driveway there.
Christ!
That got me so good.
And
Such
the dad
spook.
just starts walking. You're like, whoa.
Yep. That dad was M'Baku,
Yes.
Yeah.
isn't he? Yeah.
And he's got a boat.
He does.
He loves that boat.
What did he call the boat again? It was a great name.
Crawdaddy.
Crawdaddy.
I need to watch that again. And then go read all the
where
Reddit
they have a
fan
literal
theories.
class struggle in a classroom. Not subtle, but great.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
It's like us, except we're not great.
I wish we
But
could
we are
talk
not
about
subtle.
the Joker.
Yeah, me too. Especially that scene where he gets his dick out. It's
Oh,
fucking
that-
weird.
That's weird, but
And
it's
he's like-
funny. It's
yeah,
funny.
It's like
Hey!
you want to hear a good joke.
That's show business.
Whack!
That's show
Splats
business.
it. And it's real, real graphic.
Really feel that the jokes that the other comedians tell in that movie are jokes that Todd Phillips wanted to tell, or that jokes that Todd Phillips thought were hilarious but are now
Off
killed
limits.
off by SJWs.
I wouldn't put that past him.
Like especially that one comparing women to parking spaces.
Yes.
Women are like parking spaces?
Well, I mean, yeah.
because they're running on government land?
No,
Yeah, that's it. That's
men
it.
will
Oh, you
take
gave away the punchline.
Damn.
No spoiler warning or anything.
No, to quote Todd Phillips, because men will take any one they can find, but if it's a disabled one, they're like, "Ooh boy, I hope nobody finds out about this."
But that's not how parking works. You would not take any parking you can find. Why would you park in Detroit?
I'd take it up with Todd Phillips.
I will. Because that's a bad joke. That's a poorly researched joke. Spoiler, Todd Phillips is bad at jokes.
What?
That's not really a spoiler.
Yeah.
Well, I have to give the disclaimer. I'm legally bound.
legally bound every time you want to say something. Spoiler. I agree. Yeah, that's a good point you just made there, dude.
Spoiler, it's a good point I
I
made.
have to say it. It's the format of my brain. Spoiler, my brain doesn't work very well. That's a spoiler.
Spoiler alert. Crabbies are delicious.
They are.
Ooh, another spoiler. The events of American Psycho may or may not have happened.
This is true.
There's one for Patrick Bateman.
We're coming for you.